Consistency is key when it comes to exercise, but inconsistency is the key when it comes to diet. Let me explain. Now, when it comes to exercise, you want to be exercising consistently. The more you use it, the less you'll lose it. And so doing something every day, whether that's a walk or whether it is more high intensity kind of cardio, or any kind of strength training, you want to be doing something every day, keeping your body moving. That's because our body adapts, right? And so the exercise is the environment that it's in. If your body thinks that you need to be lifting up certain amounts of weight every single day or a few times a week, and that's your environment, and it just presumes that you're doing that to get your food or everything that you need to do to live, then it's going to make you stronger. Your muscles are going to adapt and your body's going to adapt. If it thinks that you need to run 5 kilometers a few times a week, then your body is going to create new blood vessels and make your heart stronger and make your cardiovascular system stronger. And so our body adapts like that. Consistency is key when it comes to exercise. Now, for the very same reasons, because our body adapts, inconsistency is key for diet. Why? Well, our bodies are trying to keep us alive, right? And it's a kind of a short-term thing. Our bodies are trying to keep us alive in the short term, right? And so our bodies are not interested in us losing fat, body fat. It doesn't care about cardiovascular risks of obesity. It wants to keep us alive in the moment. So if it thinks that you don't have enough food available, it is going to store that fat. If it thinks that it's not, there's variabilities in your environment, then it's going to try and keep you alive. If you're not eating enough every single day, it's going to think, okay, she's in an environment, there's some kind of a famine going on. We need to hold on to this body fat as much as possible and streamline the body so it doesn't need so much food anymore. And so this is why inconsistency is key. So if you are happy where you're at, your body weight, your fat percentage, your muscle mass and all of that, you're exactly where you want it to be, then consistency is key. Go for it, be consistent. But the majority of us are not like that. We want to improve. We might want to put some muscle on. You might want to lose some fat. You might want to make some changes, right? And that's where inconsistency is key. So our metabolism, as I've said, our body adapts. Our metabolism changes depending on our environment, on how much you're eating and how much you're moving. Your body will actually, if you're consistent with that, your body will change. It's like this is the new normal. So the body adapts to that new normal. It's not just about calories in, calories out. It's about the environment that you put your body in. So, for example, if you want to lose weight and you start restricting calories, say you normally eat 2,000 calories a day, just to make it easy. You usually eat 2,000 calories a day or thereabouts, and you'll find if you start tracking, you will be around the same amount of calories each day. We do tend to that kind of norm. Then you decide, oh, I want to do a diet, and so I'm going to eat less every day. And so perhaps you start skipping a meal or whatever it is that you're doing, and you consistently say eating 1,600 calories a day. Then if you're doing that every single day, sure, the first 2 weeks you might start losing some fat. However, your body, if you're doing it every single day, your body is going to change the metabolism because of that. It's going to go, this is our new environment. I need to streamline the body. I need to be using less fuel because there's less fuel coming in, there's less fuel available, and so we're going to streamline the body so we don't need to use that much anymore. And so the new set point is 1,600 calories, and so then you're like, oh, I'm not losing weight anymore, I'm just going to give up, eat what I usually eat. You go back to 2,000 calories, you start putting fat on, then the body's like, yeah, now we've got a feast just in case there's another famine, better put that fat on, so it's always, the body is trying to adapt to keep us alive. It is tending toward wanting to put body fat on to keep us alive in that short-term kind of a way. So that's a reason not to be consistent with your diet. If you want to lose weight, don't lower your calories every single day and do it consistently. Perhaps eat less calories 1 or 2 times, 2 days a week tops, perhaps 3 days tops, but don't do it consistently. Keep your body guessing. You want it to think that it's got plenty most of the time, but then sometimes, just some days, you don't have enough, and then it'll use the fat, and it'll be fine with that. It'll be fine with using the fat, and it's not going to change your metabolism because by far the majority of the time you're consistent, right? Same if you want to put some muscle on as well. You want to do that inconsistently too. So if you're doing a bulk, don't do the bulk all the time. If you do the bulk all the time, sure, you might raise how much you need to eat. That can be an annoying thing. For some of you, that might be a great thing. You might think, yeah, I want to eat more all the time. And it just depends where you're at, really. It just depends where you're at, because it can get a bit too much. I'm telling you, it can get a bit too much. I eat about 2,000 to 2,200 calories at the moment every day with the amount of muscle mass that I've got. And sometimes I've got other stuff to do. I don't want to be eating that much. And it gets a bit annoying being so hungry all the time. And, you know, I eat like 4 times a day and it's a lot of protein and all of that. It can get a little bit annoying. So be careful what you wish for. But again, keep it inconsistent. Also, fasting. If you're doing intermittent fasting, other people call it time restricted feeding. If it's easier for you to lose weight, to lose fat by skipping breakfast sometimes, do that, but don't do it every single day. Don't do it every single day. Do it like 2 days a week. Perhaps 2 days together or 2 days apart. Keep your body gassing. Don't do it every single day. If you do it every single day, your body is going to go, oh, well, this is the new normal. This is how much we eat now. I'll change my metabolism to that. That's when it changes. It makes it so much harder for you. So much harder for you to lose weight in the future, to lose fat. Should stop saying weight, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about weight, because you don't want to lose muscle mass. You want to lose fat mass, right? It drives me crazy. This still, to this day, they should know better. But still, if you look at the scientific experiments and the papers and all of that kind of thing, will say this diet is healthier, like vegan diet is healthier, shown to be healthier. You look at it, they think it's healthier because the LDL is reduced and because the weight went down. You actually look at what happened at the rest of it. The weight went down because the muscle mass went down and the fat went up. That's not good, losing weight. That doesn't mean it's healthier. That's not healthier, being more sarcopenic. Less muscle and more fat doesn't mean healthier at all. And yeah, the LDL, well, I don't believe that anyway anymore. Triglycerides gone up with it. And when you look into these studies, they're completely wrong. So let's normalize it to stop talking about losing weight and start talking about losing fat, getting down to the nitty-gritty of it. What are we doing? Are we losing muscle? Are we putting muscle on? Are we losing fat? Or are we putting fat on? Because that's what matters, really. So anyway, that is my message for today. Inconsistency is key when it comes to diet. You might not have thought of it that way before, but our body is here to keep us alive, and it does a damn fine job at it too. It is very adaptable, and it's pretty quick too when it adapts. And so we can work with it instead of working against it, and not let it be a complete shock when we think that we have done so well and we've been so consistent, and now I'm being punished for it by putting a whole load of fat on. We're not being punished by it at all. You just need to change the way that you do it and don't be so consistent with it, and it'll be so much easier. Now, I learned this the hard way myself with going through menopause, because I was really good with my body. I was in tune with it. I knew what my body was doing. I knew how to stay on top of my weight, of my fat percentage and all of that. I used to be around 18 to 19% fat and could really keep a handle on it very easily. And then menopause hit, and I started putting on fat. My waistline was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so what did I do? I did what I usually did. Just started to eat a little bit less, started to exercise a little bit more. But that didn't help. I kept on putting on the fat, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm breaking the laws of thermodynamics here. I got to the point where I was like, this doesn't make any sense, because I'm actually using more calories in the exercise throughout the day that I'm doing than I'm actually taking in. I got down to something like 1,200 calories. It's way too low. And so I thought, I've got to do something differently here. I've got to eat more. And so I started eating more, and then the fat started dropping off because my body was in crisis, really. It was trying to hold on to it. I wasn't giving it enough. And so I just had to be more consistent. Cortisol started to be a problem. And so I needed to get used to this new metabolism because of the change in environment. My environment inside of my body had changed because of the change in hormones, and I needed to get used to that. And so this is what has given me this understanding of inconsistency being key, is that I I don't have as much leeway anymore. I've got to be more careful about it. My body is more reactive and more wanting to protect me more than ever post-menopause, and so this is how I've learned that. So anyway, I hope my explanation has helped you. Stop being consistent with your diet. Don't reduce your calories and do it every single day, even though you think that that's what will help you. It really won't in the long term. And so just do it every now and then, and that's way easier, isn't it? That's way easier, and it's going to benefit you in the longer term. So good luck with it all. Let me know if you've got any questions down below. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, click like on this video, and all of that good stuff. And I will see you tomorrow.